you doing today?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Y'all really had me into this show. At first, I was like, okay, they finna just have challenges. But when they had that damn wheel and I realized that this is up to chance, I was like, oh my gosh, it was a lot. I want you to talk
Thank
about
God for that.
like people was crying. Like, can y'all just talk about how intense it got?
Yeah. I think it was never cool at the wheel. I don't know about you, but there was Lorenzo, but I felt horrible every time we went to the wheel. No, like no matter how many times my name was on it, it was a terrible experience. It was a truly awful.
I feel like it was only like the moment where I could relax when my name wasn't on it. But I'm telling you, like my heart was pumping so much every time we had to go to the wheel because I'm like, this could be the day where I'm leaving and it's up to chance. I love statistics though, so I thought, that if my name is there less, I did find some solace in knowing that my chances were better than other people.
But I mean, your chances were good, honey. We holding this until
Oh
after
no,
lunch, but my baby won.
period.
Got that money, honey. Hey, let me hold something. Let me hold something, Brindle.
I
I
know.
still being a winner.
Oh, I still I still kind of understand that I won this show. I feel like I didn't understand when I won it. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this show, it was so intense. I was so drained mentally that I got there almost got there. So I don't know, it's a crazy experience. I can't believe to say that I won the show and I absolutely like the wildest card I pulled off a hat. Yeah.
I love it. Look, it pays to be loved and respected. But Trey, baby, we gotta talk. Cause Trey, I was shocked. I said, not my Trey, not my Trey acting like this season. Come on now. What happened? You got really cutthroat. What happened?
Yeah. I was backed into a corner. Listen, if I was backed into a corner on Squid Game, you would have seen a very different Mama's Boy. You would have seen a different side of me come out. I felt like it's exactly what I had to do to keep it going, and I felt like there were people there that didn't have that sort of killer instinct, and that was to my disadvantage. And at some point you gotta prioritize self over others in a zero sum game.
But Louis Trey, why you do that to Louis? Did you talk to him afterwards? Like anyone but Louis. That was cutthroat, Trey.
Yeah, I did talk to him afterwards. I did. Yeah, that was cutthroat. Yeah. I knew what I was doing. I definitely knew what I was doing, and I don't have apology for it.
Wow. Because I felt like had you not made that decision, you could have made it to the end. I felt like that was a decision that just rubbed everybody the wrong way.
Let me tell you, when I asked Polly to not write my name down and instead write Louis's name down, I knew I had done that, and I was looking at the wheel, and I made sure to note where Louis's name was in terms of the vote that was written down on the wheel. And Louis got eliminated via that spot on the wheel. So had it not been Louis, it would have absolutely been me because of the position on the wheel.
Lorenzo, would you have done the same thing?
Well, I'm gonna say no. I don't think I actually would have done that, but just because, no, like I mean, Trey did amazing, but at the same time, that was not strategic, Trey. Like respectfully, like that was like because these news, whatever you say in camp, it will come out. So like
True.
that was just a bad note, and people just want to find a reason to vote for you. And Trey was like, "There you go on a tray. I'm gonna give you the reason to vote for me." You know?
I would
So.
have gone home. I would have gone home had I
No,
not
you
done
would not have gone home, Trey. I literally had your back until the end. No one was gonna vote for you
that.
if
Polly
you
was
didn't
going
do
to
that.
vote for me.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Thank God you didn't get through the end because you would have nailed it. Like you would have done so amazing. So
Yeah, I
I'm
know. I
so
know.
glad you left because, like, yeah, that was literally your battlefield. And I'm like, thank God you went home.
I appreciate the honesty. But I mean, what was the hardest challenge for you guys? Like, was it even through the punishments, through the regular team challenges? Like, what would you say really kicked your butt?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie to you, just thinking about it, like sometimes I think about it and I genuinely like tear up and like cry. Like let's normalize crying because like I feel like the challenge was so crazy that like it would psychologically it would mess up with your psyche. And like I feel, for example, the ice bath challenge, like going into like ice and being so cold and like holding your breath is just something you would never do normally. And I'm like, I don't know why anyone would do this. So that for me was crazy too. And also like the the fact that anyone could vote for you, like you start it plays on your insecurities, thinking everyone can vote for me. So like you just get insecure, and that's kind of kills like confidence in your personality.
I would say I really enjoyed the like pushing my limits, and so like everything was really really fun to me. I would say physically the most difficult challenge was probably hanging on to the rope was really tough. I really felt like I was gonna lose that, like almost certainly. Um, but that my hands, I could not feel my hands or my forearms for probably about like 2 or 3 hours after that. They were so like sore.
That was too much. Look, are we gonna work on we gonna be nice again, Trey? We gonna be nice to people. We not gonna be
I'll if people are listen, if people are nice to me and not trying to write my name down, I will more than happily return the favor. But
I can just
I,
say, I love how everyone was like on Trey's side on Squid Games. It was like, he was the nicest boy ever, which he is. But also, I'm like, I'm glad this is a lesson for you all. Don't judge a book by its cover.
that's right.
Trey is lovely,
That's right.
but he's got a side to him. Okay, he's got
Yeah,
a little,
everyone, hey,
he's
everyone
got a
put
little
me.
ginger.
Everyone said that I was a mama's boy. I was more than happy to take that to heart. But you cannot put your perception of me on me because I will disappoint you. I will absolutely disappoint you.
No, you didn't. But isn't it crazy? Sorry, I don't want to interrupt, but like I feel like everyone in there, like all the other males antagonized Trey. That was crazy too. That was the craziest part for me to watch. And like everyone antagonized Trey. All the other like males in there, like the boys antagonized Trey. It was almost like in Italian you say capo espiatorio, like the how do you say Trey? The goat, the sheep.
Oh yeah, yeah. Black
The
sheep.
sheep,
That's right.
no, the
Yeah.
scapegoat. Trey was a scapegoat. I
Scapegoat.
was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. That's
if
right.
I don't know what to do, I'll hate on Trey. That's what went on.
Look, I'm glad y'all made it through. I just want to thank y'all for taking time out of your day to speak with me. I appreciate you. And I'm just sending nothing but love and light both your ways. I hope you have a great day.
Thank you, Sharonda.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much, Rhonda. God
Bye.
bless you.
It broke my heart to see y'all go. Like that one pulled on the heartstrings to see both of y'all go. I'm really sad about this. We holding this until afterwards so y'all can speak freely. But Gabby, I want to know the whole marathon challenge. I want to know what was the process behind you just went full speed and I was like, honey, we gotta slow it down. You got a lot of marathoning to go.
Um, so when it came to that, I was like, I'm a very athletic, very self-driven, and also like I was thinking I need to win this because obviously anything I could have done to keep my name off the wheel, as many times I would have done anything. So I have, because of the fact that I am an athlete and I am a cheerleader, I have a very like the goal is here, I'm going above. Like I'm going above wherever the goal is. So as soon as that buzzer went off, like there was almost like this voice in me or this thing that like overcame me and was like, you're not stopping until it comes off. Like you will not stop. So uh yeah, there were times that I wanted to. There were times I definitely was like, I'm tired. I need to take a break or something. And I just kept thinking to myself, I'm not stopping. Like literally, I already made it in my head, like until you hear that final like buzzer, you're not going to, no matter how tired you are. And another thing that really helped me through that entire like thing was hearing Louie, hearing Trey, uh, just like cheer me on. Like my teammates, they really, really were like the vital key into getting me through that punishment. And then God, I was praying to God. I'm like, I need you. Like, this is like, I can't do this by myself.
You did it. You inspired me. I was like, man, maybe I need to get outside and start running now. Gabby.
Bro,
Get them steps in. No
I don't
joke.
think people understand how fucked that was, because you're doing it at altitude. Like, we're at altitude. Like, people getting nosebleeds, headaches on a daily. And you're like, it was like an hour long. She just did not stop.
No, I think it was like something like 45 minutes to an hour.
Did not stop. These feet are like, I'm talking like Brie and Polly is like boom, 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 and then they would speed up. Bro, Gabs didn't stop. I'm talking she left a trail in the ground of concrete. Just
It was insane. No, watching, I was like, Polly and them, they doing like a little cha-cha. I was like, no, my girl was running full force, full speed. Didn't let up.
Well, thank you. Yeah, Louie was a big part of me getting through that.
No, I wasn't. Gabs, come on, you gotta take that, G.
No,
You
no,
put
you
the
were.
work
You
in,
were.
girl. That's all you, mate. That's all you.
See, this is why I needed y'all on longer, because y'all were the real deal. I really loved y'all team, but Louie, we gotta talk about Trey betraying you. Like,
I could not believe it, bro.
I couldn't believe when I heard it.
Trust issues to the max after that. I didn't trust anyone. But my boy Trey, think about it, Gabs, yeah? Trey was literally like coaching me through it.
I know.
Then,
You guys were playing like catch
awful.
together. You and this man were juggling together.
He taught me how to juggle. I got done by the person who taught me how to juggle. It's insane, bro. Well, I mean, we're good in it because I understand the game and no hard feelings, obviously not. But like,
I was shocked when I
mean,
heard it.
I was still shocked by that. I mean, Trey said that you guys had a conversation, y'all cool, but I do want to know, like, after watching it, do you feel like, because I feel like he could have played the game in another way, because we saw Chase in the same predicament that Trey was in, and he didn't betray his friend in the process. So
no, I haven't seen how he betrayed me.
You haven't seen it yet.
No, all I know is I was
No, girl,
standing
we
there.
haven't seen it.
I was standing there and I see my name pop up 4 times, and I'm like, how? And then when I left, someone was like, no. When we left the show, Trey went, yo, I got to tell you something. It was like, yeah, I got you a couple votes, but like no hard feelings. Not as simple as that. He did apologize, and it's the game's the game. But I haven't seen how he's done it, which might change my perspective.
Oh, honey, that's gonna change.
Really?
Do you want me to tell you?
Go ahead.
He told Polly, he went to Polly and told Polly, can you vote for Louie instead of me?
That is crazy work. That is crazy work.
We're gonna need to have a chat
for
with
Polly.
Trey. I'm gonna need to have a chat with Trey.
Okay, y'all have a chat. Don't put me in it. I'm gonna hold this till after so they don't know I ain't no snitch. But
I like you.
Where have you been?
I'm just saying we gotta make sure we speak the truth over here. But look,
we keep it 100 over here.
All day, every day. I just want to thank the both of y'all. Thank y'all so much for taking time out of your day to speak with me. I'm just sending nothing but love and light both your ways. I hope you have a great day.
Well, you're an angel, and yeah, I love you. Love your energy.
Yeah,
so
I appreciate you.
Thank you. Bye. How about y'all doing today?
Good. How are you?
How are you?
Good. I done went on a whole journey watching this season. Y'all took me through it. This damn wheel just had me stressed out. It was really intense for people. Like, can y'all speak about the intensity? Because people was crying. I was just like, is it that deep? Does it get that
No, you have no idea the fear that would go through you when you're faced with that thing, because it's so unpredictable. You could be on there once and it can land on you, and you're going home and you're like, there's nothing you can do. It's in the fate of like Taylor Lewan's hands, and that is not a good place to be. Like, it's just up to that spin. It's so terrifying. You're standing there shaking. You're doing so many takes as well of like the walking. It's just so much of like a build-up of emotions, and it's honestly terrifying. After that, you feel so euphoric. You're like, wow, it's like a high you'll never experience in life.
Chase, we got to talk about one of the final challenges, because you didn't trust my girl Georgia.
Yeah.
Thank you. go. Sharonda, you're my girl.
But listen, QT was also, she's a good friend of ours, and QT didn't have no points. You know what I mean? We had to give QT a point.
We're listening. It's not valid enough. I feel like he wanted to have his moment of revenge, and he got it.
Like, he
Now
trying to
we're
play
even.
girl for a perfect match. Now he trying to play her on this. Like,
What? Play her, girl.
That's
What?
what I said. That's what I said.
What? You know,
And he's
just
like, no. I didn't know if I could trust you. He knew what he was doing.
you can't. I didn't want Georgia to ever get eliminated because I needed her there the whole time. But maybe watching her drop once or twice, I'll be like, all right, now I'm feeling good again. No, I'm just kidding.
I knew it. No, I knew it. I
I'm
knew it.
kidding,
You wanted
I'm
to see me suffer a little bit.
but why did you want to do the drop? I was like, come on, Georgia, you could do this drop.
I don't think I
Nah, you go up there. You go up there. You see if you can do the drop.
You don't understand. You're standing there like shaking like a leaf. Your legs have to lock in to hold you in place because the wind will actually just blow you off that thing. And just like the way they're holding that rope and they don't know, like, if I just fell, who's going to catch me? Are they ready for me? Like, they have to be ready to catch it. I don't know. There's too many like details that I just didn't like. I don't want to be up there. I don't want to fall. And some people were falling really close to the ground. Like, I can't risk it, honestly.
Okay, did I take it back?
You wouldn't like it. I'm telling you, it's worse than you think.
But I do have to talk about Chase. There is a huge debate with Trey on who was worse. I got to talk about the vote because I kind of at first I was like, "Now, Chase, you still knew your friend was going home, and you didn't try to sway them a different way, okay?" But I do see how Trey's was a little bit worse. So can you elaborate more on the whole decision that you were going to ride or die for Kyle and go against the team? And how that kind of, to also teach Trey a lesson, like you don't have to sell out your friends to like stay on the show.
Yeah, that's kind of what it was. It was Trey was really feeling like he had the advantage. He kind of convinced everybody that what he was doing was kind of morally right, and I couldn't ride with that. And I think part of it comes down to like I needed to prove to not only Kyle but also Georgia and Lorenzo, like when I say I'm solid for somebody, that I am going to be solid for them. And I'm the one that sat Trey down. I told him, if you go against the decision of this group, you're gone. And whoever did that was gone. And so when I didn't vote for Kyle, I fully expected to throw myself under the bus there, and I was going to be eliminated. And I was willing to die on that hill because it was my rule, it was my decision. And I made the decision not to vote for him because I would rather go home riding for a friend of mine than, go home and not do it. You know what I mean? So.
I was okay. I was like, for doing that, I'm gonna let the whole Georgia thing slide because you friend.
I feel like it makes sense. It's his friend. I didn't really know Kyle that well.
But I would have done the same thing for Georgia. I would have done the same thing for Lorenzo because these are the people that I confided in there. And everybody was saying, oh, vote for them, vote for them, vote for them. I'd rather go home with them than be like, yeah, I stabbed you in the back so I could stay.
Exactly. Yeah, me too. Like when it came down to Chase, Lorenzo, like they were like non-negotiable. I'm never voting for you guys. Louie couldn't do that either.
Look, I appreciate y'all for being some good ride or dies. I appreciate it. I enjoyed this season. I enjoyed chatting with the both of you today.
Thank you.
Much love and light both your ways. I really hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah,
you're
too.
lovely.
Thank you
it was so
much.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
How about y'all doing today?
Happy Sharonda. Love your background.
Look, I don't want to beat her with y'all because y'all was doing some hard stuff. I don't think I could do it. I will be out the first day.
Yeah. Can confirm it was not for the faint of heart.
There's a first time for everything and there's a last, and it was both for me.
But you did good. I do want to know because I was very interested to see both of your journeys because I was like, how are my realtors going to do on this challenge? But I really think that y'all did fantastic.
Yeah, I think the rest of the campmates definitely underestimated our the fire that we have in our bellies. I don't think they really truly understand that we come from a competitive industry and it truly is dog eat dog. The physical was the most challenging, I think, because everyone else was just so, we've got athletes, we've got cheerleaders, we've got, whatever, and they're all so much younger than us.
Yeah. We're the old timers in camp.
Yeah, so I think, you know, we definitely were out of our comfort zone, but I think the element of surprise of how down and dirty we actually can get surprised them and us, actually.
Yeah, for sure.
The thing that really like killed it for me is the fact that it doesn't matter how physical you are, how great you are at the challenges. If your name is on that damn wheel, like you one time, what Geo, I'm airing this after the season airs. That broke me. I was just like,
That broke me. I was the most devastated I think I've ever been in my life when it hit his name. I couldn't believe it.
You know, it was a total shock. I'll be honest. Part of me was excited to go home. It would have been a lot for me. So, but I didn't expect it to be that night. But you know, that wheel has no mercy. And that's why we all hate it. Hate her with a vengeance.
probably I need to talk about this whole saga with Trey and Louie. What happened?
Well, for me, I knew that I had to vote for a wolf because the bears obviously were safe, like they were for the majority of the competition. And I was very aware that many girls at one after the other had been eliminated. So for me, girl power, I wasn't going to vote for a girl. So my only two options for my vote was Trey or Louie, both very strong competitors in different ways. So Trey is a smart guy. He's very strategic. He knew that that would be my way. So when he kind of took me aside and was a snake 100% and asking me about what I was planning to vote, I was very upfront. I'm like, well, it's either you or Louie. Like, I've not really made a choice yet. And when he directly asked me for not to vote for him and to vote for Louie, I saw it as an opportunity of, okay, well, it doesn't matter to me really, because I was going to vote for one or the other anyway, but what am I going to get out of this? If this is going to get me one less vote in the future and you can confirm that, sure, I might as well. Like, the wolves are the wolves. One of you guys are going to get my vote. So if my vote goes to someone that, you know, the other person is going to have my back down the road. Not that I would trust him, but I just at that point, you just have to use whatever avenue you can in the hopes that maybe someone would be telling the truth. But it didn't make any difference for me. My vote was either going to be for the two of them. So, but I then went and told everybody about how much of a snake Trey was. So that also was to my benefit, because it really did show everyone, listen, this is the person who we've got to. So it worked out for me in a number of ways, that whole situation.
Yeah, I was like, probably did what needed to be done. I was just very disappointed in Trey because that was supposed to be your bestie. So I was just kind of confused how we got there. But I mean, Gio, because I think what people underestimate is you have to be good, but you also have to, you can't be too good, can't be too physical, because then you put a target on your back. Gio, can you talk about really trying to maintain being likable? Because I feel like that was more important than actually getting through all of these challenges.
Gio's most difficult.
Yeah, likability isn't my strong suit. That was it was that was the beauty of this game though, because you, like Paulie said, she stayed under the radar perfectly without being like a pushover. You have to find that middle ground, that tiptoe between being competitive enough, but not overly so where you become a target. So I think that balance, that dance is what is going to make it so entertaining to watch. Because for me, the physicality was hard. The likability was hard. I mean, every aspect of this whole experience was really, really tough. I had a lot of fun, but yeah, it was not easy. And that's why Paulie being there was just a huge support, and just it made it feel a lot easier having her.
Okay, because when I saw you two together, I was like, oh my goodness, does this mean that everybody is actually getting along in the office now? Like, are we all a happy family?
Me and Gio have never had
cool.
beef in the office. We're in the middle of season 4 right now, and we have never had beef on the show. In business, we've done multiple multi-million-dollar transactions together. We've never even had a bicker.
No.
Can't say that for the rest of us. We're, like I said, we're deep in season 4, and it's a good one. So yeah, but we've always been so solid.
Look, I enjoy watching you both on the show. Just thank you for taking time to always speak with me. And I'm just continuing to send love and light both your ways. I really hope you have a great day.
Oh, thank you. Talk soon.
Bye.
Bye.